Hello, confused politicians. Looks like people are fighting back here. Ron DeSantis, you're a piece of junk. Now he's saying, now he, now I'm hearing reports that he was thinking about send more migrants over to the president of the United States' house in Delaware. That's a pure temper tantrum. You don't want him, so you give, like, yeah, then you just frickin' send him over, you know? No, I said frick. Anyway, where was I? He just has a tantrum and thinks, oh, this is too full. I don't want people from other countries, so I shut him out. Piece of junk. Yeah, as I said before, racist has always frickin' been the Republicans. But you know them, they just like to point the finger the other way, and the other party does it in reverse. These migrants are doing the right choice. Migrants flown to Martha's Vineyard sued DeSantis in class action alleging feud. The lawsuit accuses Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and other state officials of violating constitutional protections and several federal statutes. He's a criminal. Migrants who are flown from Texas to Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, under a new program by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, sued DeSantis, a Republican, obviously, duh, and other state officials Tuesday, alleging they were victims of fraud for political purposes. Alianza Americas, a Chicago-based network of migrant-led organizations, and 3 migrants who landed in Massachusetts last week on flights chartered by Florida, accusing DeSantis and his co-defendants of executing, quote, a premeditated, fraudulent, and illegal scheme for the sole purpose of advancing their own personal, financial, and political interests. In the lawsuit, which seeks class action status in Massachusetts federal court, the plaintiffs allege that ruse, which DeSantis claimed credit for as part of his effort to highlight illegal immigration, violated constitutional protections under the 4th and 14th Amendments in several federal statutes. In addition to seeking damages, they are also asking the court to block DeSantis and others named in the lawsuit from inducing immigrants to travel across state lines by fraud and misrepresentation. The suit further argues that the money DeSantis used was unauthorized because it originated from the federal coronavirus state fiscal recovery fund and was therefore subject to use restrictions. The lawsuit alleges that the scheme involved DeSantis and other Florida officials worked with unidentified defendants to identify and target migrants by trolling streets outside a migrant shelter in San Antonio and other locals, which they lured roughly 50 migrants with McDonald's gift certificates and free hotel stays, with the promise that if they boarded planes to other states, they would get jobs, housing, educational opportunities, and other assistance upon arrival. Defendants spent $615,000 chartering the planes and told the migrants they were flying to Boston or D.C., but they were instead dropped at Martha's Vineyard without food, water, or shelter, according to the lawsuit. You know what? This just sickens me to my stomach. I think I'm going to throw up. I got some stuff to say after this. Defendants manipulated them, stripped them of their dignity, deprived them of their liberty, bodily autonomy, due process, and equal protection under law, and impersonally interfered with the federal government's exclusive control over immigration in furtherance of an unlawful goal and a personal political agenda, wrote Oren Stellstrom, the litigation director for Lawyers for Civil Rights, a Boston-based nonprofit legal aid group involved in the lawsuit that is representing migrants who were flown in Massachusetts Island last week. Tarian Fensky, a spokesperson for DeSantis, said in a statement that the migrants chose to board the flights. The transportation of the immigrants to Martha's Vineyard was done on a voluntary basis, Vensky said. The immigrants were homeless, hungry, and abandoned, and these activists didn't care about them then. Florida's program gave them a fresh start in a sanctuary state, and these individuals opted to take advantage of chartered flights to Massachusetts. Lawyers for civil rights had asked state and federal authorities this week to investigate the flights. The group also posted images of what it said were misleading brochures distributed to migrants to entice them to board the planes. According to Tuesday's lawsuit, the brochures were among a packet of, quote, official-looking materials to support the ruse. DeSantis had insisted that no laws were broken, and he has pledged to continue his administration's $12 million program to relocate migrants. Because he's just obviously so fed with racism that he just can't, frickin' invite other people in. Doesn't even matter if they're legal or illegal, he just frickin' sends them out. Frickin' piece of junk. Yeah, jerk. God. Idiotic jerk. Just pissing me off. I don't know about these frickin' stories. I hope something happens because of all this. And now I'm hearing reports that he wants to send migrants to Delaware, Biden's Delaware home. Yeah. DeSantis sending migrants to Delaware. He should come visit. You're right. Of all the stories that I've told you about Abbott and all those people, this one maybe... DeSantis and Abbott might be on the same level of stupidity. If not one of them has more stupidity, I don't know which one it is, but hey, let's just get to the point, okay? We all know DeSantis is a racist son of a piece of work. Doesn't even care if migrants are legal, illegal, he just sends them out. Probably thinks, oh, our state's too full, it can't have more. Well, you're wrong and you're just a piece of junk. And these people, these migrants, wanting to sue you, I think is the best option. I think they're doing the right thing. They filed a class action lawsuit against DeSantis. The migrants did. Migrants, I tell you, good job for that. Suing him. Because he's obviously just too wrapped up in racism and all that. But he probably just thinks, oh, they're just so mean. They're mean, they're mean to me, mean. Yeah, screw you, idiot. They're rubbing your stupidity back in your face. Which you deserve. You know what? I'm so pissed off right now, DeSantis. I'll see you in court. Yeah. We'll see who wins that one. Because I'm going to sue you. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. See you then.